What's up, guys? Welcome to the parlay of the day for January 29, 2022. Also doing a little hybrid here with Coach Craig. We're going to be talking about the AFC and NFC championships game tomorrow. Very excited about that. Coach, how you doing?
Feeling good. Shout out B Parlay Army. I know you're going to be showing the merch. Love that. And I can't wait for these college hoops today and definitely football games tomorrow, baby. Let's get after it.
There you go. So we're going to spend most of the time on football. I already got the comments rolling in here. Latif Mad Money, what's up? We're going to spend most of the time on football today, but we will talk a little basketball, a little hockey as usual, guys. Couple announcements first. You want the merch, go to bettingsuperstore.com. I'll show it off here. Got the merch, bettingsuperstore.com, guys. It looks good. Go there, go to brands, and then go down to B Parlay. You can find it there. Also, go right to bparlay.com/shop. You can get right to it. That link is in the description below. bparlay.com. Also, if you want to bet this weekend, I know everyone on here wants to bet this weekend. Do it with BetMGM. You can see the logo right under Coach Craig. $1,000 risk-free bet on there. You can also pick the matchups to the Super Bowl. A lot of great props and stuff. So go over to BetMGM, bparlay.com, click the link to BetMGM, you get a $1,000 risk-free bet. Coach, we got the comments rolling in here already. Fernbird's coming in here. What a job by Fernbird last week of the betting stream. Let's talk about him for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, everything he was saying yesterday, I mean, I definitely want to be doing that again, but positivity, Fern was on. Man, that was so much fun. I definitely want to do that again. But shout out to you guys for coming through with it. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a blast. Fernburn, what's up, Brian? How we doing? Parlay was a little rough yesterday, Brian. I apologize about that. We thought URI was a lock. It was not a lock by any means. The over in that game. Me and Coach Craig were talking when that was happening. We were not happy. Fernburn, look forward to football. We are looking forward to football as well, Fernburn. Let's get the picks here. Parlay today, January 29, 2022. Just roll through these. I like Pacers plus 10 today, Heat -4, Pelicans plus 5.5. Coach, I know you don't like the Celtics, so you probably like that bet. Combined odds plus 584, $100 wager is going to pay out 684. Coach, what are your thoughts on the Celtics real quick before we advance here?
I mean, I was blowing up your phone all day yesterday.
You were. It was like 1-800 gambling. Like I was like, this guy has an issue.
I was just like, oh my God, how could the Celtics the whole time were covering the over the whole time and just totally shit the bed at the end of it. I was like, I'm like done with the Celtics and the NBA and looking at the over for Celtics.
The over for Celtics is hard because they're like a boom or bust team. So you know what, if Tatum and Jaylen Brown could work together, they would probably be really good. They probably hit the over all the time. But since they're co-dominant, one steps up, the other one takes a back seat. They never hit the over. Ducks money line here. Ducks are actually getting really good. It's impressive watching them play right now. Coach is a big hockey guy. Jets versus Blues over 6, and then Oilers puck line. Got to throw a puck line in there at -105. Combined odds plus 509. $100 wager is going to pay out 609. Coach, any thoughts on this one?
Well, I was telling you yesterday with the hockey, try your odds are going to decrease if you can go and get the 60-minute mark. Try to get the games in regulation so it doesn't go into overtime. The odds for that are like awesome. So I definitely try to look for that. I definitely like the Ducks tonight though, money line for sure.
So Celtics, such a trash ass team. Rough to there we go. Yep, preaching the facts. I need a hockey win, Latif. We need a hockey win too. But that 60-minute time thing was actually really interesting. What you said to me, because like I I don't really go deep in the books for hockey. So that's good advice from the coach. And then finally here, a little college basketball, LSU versus TCU over 125. That game is coming up at noon. I believe most of these games are coming up at noon. LSU versus TCU. That's my favorite bet of the day. I know yesterday we cursed ourselves with URI, but that's my favorite one. Miami 2.5. And then Arkansas State versus Coastal Carolina over 138.5. Flyers may lose. Latif is not high on the Flyers.
Yeah. Well, going back to that college basketball right now, those are the games I'm definitely watching today. Those noon games, especially with Duke, and just a lot of ball on today, which I can't wait for. But Coach right now is 6-1 with his picks. That over under of Dayton, URI Dayton game was just atrocious. My Boise State over hit, which was nice. But yeah, I got Baylor. I got them at -2. It looks like they're now at -3.5. I still like them at 3.5, but those noon games are gonna be good today. I mean, you got the Duke at -6, and then I like Xavier to pick 'em game. I kind of like Xavier at Creighton at -1 today as well.
Toronto, Miami. I'm assuming that is. Clarify a little bit here. What do we want? What do we want? Multiple games. I told you I like Heat at -3.5 there against Toronto today. They're at -3.5. I took them at 4 in the parlay. That's what I'm going with there. If you have any prop questions, Latif, just let me know. I'm from Philly. Flyers suck. Yeah, the Flyers are. We know the Flyers aren't the best team in the world by any means. So if you guys need any more picks, throw them in the chat. We're going to start talking football here in a minute. What we got coach's pick, Baylor -2 to -3.5. That's coach's one bet of the day. Is that a lot, coach, or no?
Well, we talked about it, T. We can't be saying lock. You know what's going to be? It's going to be my safe bet. Yeah, they're going to Alabama on the road, but this team's legit. They're going to make some noise in March Madness, which I definitely can't wait for. Hopefully, we can get another live stream going for that. But yeah, I'm going to go with my safe pick with Baylor today. If you can get them at 3.5, get them at 3.5. I was lucky yesterday with getting them at -2, though.
So I'm high on the Kings here. I do like the Kings today. I'll tell you my favorite bet in that game, but I do like the Kings. Let me see here. Yeah, I like King. I mean, obviously, Kings money line on the road at -176 is pretty impressive. I take them puck line at +146. Why not? And then also, like Coach Craig said, you can get the 60-minute time there at -176 for the whole game. You could probably take that down to -120, -130 for a 60-minute time. So that's what Coach would do there, I'm sure. I'd listen to the Philly guy that says his team sucks.
Yeah, and T, going off what you said, like yesterday I took the Bruins straight up in regulation, brought down from -295 to -170 just in regulation. So if you guys can, like for me, I'm on DraftKings. If you guys can, definitely look for that 60-minute mark.
No, Coach, you're on BetMGM.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, BetMGM, definitely.
We're on BetMGM. So, guys, let's start talking football here. We got 2 games tomorrow. Starting off first, Bengals versus Chiefs. Chiefs are favored at -7. And then we have 49ers, Rams. Rams are favored at 3.5. Let's see what this comment is before we get into it. Ruptive's got his locks in here. Nets +8.5. Pelicans +7.5. Pelicans at 7.5. I had them at 5.5. That line must have jumped. I do like that, though, a lot. I really like them at 7.5. So let's get into this here. We got Bengals and Chiefs, and then 49ers and Rams, Coach. We both are high on the Bengals in this game. General Joseph Lee Burrow, I think he leads them to victory. Now, I'll start with the offensive line because the bottom line here, everyone says, hey, the Bengals don't stand a chance because the offensive line sucks, and they gave up 8 sacks last week in the world's ending. But you know what? Burrow and that team still found a way to get to the AFC Championship, giving up 8 sacks against the number 1 seed in the AFC. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely worried about the O-line, but let's look at this core group of guys, right? They're so dialed in right now with their head coach. They're a young group. They're going to be around for probably the AFC Championship for the next 3 to 5 years. Actually, even more than that, obviously.
Yeah.
I love for them to cover +7. It looks like you want them actually winning the game. I don't know if they're going to be winning the game at Arrowhead, but I think look for Joe Burrow to get the ball. His release time is going to be super, super quick on Sunday. But yeah, they got to protect this guy at all costs because this is the future, the everything of Cincinnati right now. So O-line needs to step up this game. And hopefully Joe Mixon can get involved too, though.
So my fear with Joe Mixon is I don't think Joe Mixon's going to have a huge day just because they're going to have to score points to match it. They're going to be throwing the ball to Jamar Chase down the field. I do think they're going to be able to protect, though, just because you look at what they did last week. Obviously, the Titans are better in the front 7 than the Chiefs, so I think that's going to help them as well. And also, the Chiefs are not as good in the secondary. So the bottom line is they're going to have opportunities down the field. They just got to execute. And you know for damn sure they're working on their pass protection this week in practice.
Yeah, 1,000%. And that's why I like, Tyler Boyd to get more involved. Because I don't know. I mean, even if they bracket Jamar Chase, I mean, even him on double coverage and a high safety and corner, I feel like he's still going to make damage down the field. So it's going to be a great game to watch for sure.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to Jamar Chase early and often. I think 7 points is very disrespectful. I really do. I think it should be closer to 5. I think 7 I know Arrowhead Stadium's intimidating, but the Bengals are going in there. Like we're a touchdown underdog in the AFC Championship game. Like, come on now.
Yeah, no, I like him. I like him at +7. I think what you said is true. That's a lot of points for the Bengals. I think that's more than capable for them to cover for this game. Now, taking a money line, like, I guess would I be surprised if the Bengals win? I don't think I would, honestly. They are a legit team. They're a contender. There's a reason why they're here, right? But I guess I got to go with Patty Mahomes. I mean, I can't bet against him, but I do like Bengals +7. I love the over as well, which I'm sure we'll talk about as well.
Yeah, Bengals. I mean, I like Bengals +7. I'm not going to touch the money line this game. If I'm going to parlay them, I'm going to go Bengals +7, Niners +3.5. Get the Hungry Dog parlay in there. That could be popping up on BetMGM later today. Who knows? Let's go be parlay Army to Wonka. There we go.
That's my Willy Wonka right there, too.
Willy Wonka. There it is. Disruptive. I want to put Chiefs win plus the over and Rams win plus the under. I mean, that's smart. That's smart for sure. Yeah, one ticket.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I mean, I have, like I said, Bengals +7, but I do like Chiefs money line, obviously, to win, but I like the over of that game at 54.5. And I like Rams -3.5 and the under of 46.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to go over in this game. 54 it's set at, I believe, right now. So let's talk Bengals Chiefs, because the bottom line is here I thought my two thought processes here. If this game's close, it's going to be a high scoring game, right? I mean, Chiefs are going to score, Bengals are going to have to score. If it's a blowout in favor of the Chiefs, which I don't think it is, they're going to score a lot of points. I think the Bengals still put up some points. Either way, I think this game gets over. I don't want to be the guy taking the under. I'd rather fade it than take the under.
No, 1,000%. No, you never want to be taking the under and hoping for punts drive. No.
I mean, there's people like, oh, this total's so high, so high. But you saw like Patrick Mahomes can score in 13 seconds, like if he really wants to last week. Betting the drive, coach. We killed it on that too.
I know. That was a lot of fun. And honestly, I think whoever wins out of the AFC, I really feel that they're going to be winning the Super Bowl. If it's the Bengals or the Chiefs, one of those two teams is going to be winning it. But this is definitely the game to watch.
Well, I think the AFC is much more competitive overall. It's still ahead of the NFC. The NFC, struggles. Like I'm not super high on the Rams. I'm not super high on the Niners. Like, so I do think whatever team gets there, like the Chiefs get there, they're going to win. If the Bengals get there, who knows? But also if the Bengals get there, that city is going to be riding so high behind Burrow. That's going to mean something.
The city, all of America will be. How can you not love Joe Cool right now? Come on.
Yeah. With the glasses and stuff. Oh my God. It's electric. Straight electric factory.
And he's General Joe. We got the deep parlay army. How can you not go on Bengals right now?
There you go. So, okay. So if you got to do a parlay, coach, a touchdown score parlay, let's talk about this. Who are you going to put in it? And this just for this game?
For this game, for the Chiefs Bengals. Okay. Wow. Let's see. I'd like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase. And Tyreek Hill. Those three.
Yeah, that would probably be my three. I think McCole Hardman could find the end zone too. I think that's a good bet. But for the Bengals, I think Jamar Chase 2+ touchdowns is also a good bet. I'm sure that's pretty good. Maybe to score once in each half. I mean, that's the bottom line. Because if you look back to when they play week 17, that was the game he popped off in. I don't think that happens again, but still, they're going to try to do the same thing, throw the ball to him, make plays. 7.4 picks, Cincinnati plus 14.5, over 47.5. Okay, so drop that down a little bit. San Francisco plus 10.5, under 52.5, plus 200 odds. I do like that a lot, Tawonga. I really like that. What do you think, coach?
It's Willy Wonka. How can you fade Willy Wonka right now? Yeah, that does look really good, actually, a lot for plus 200.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. The only one, I guess, if you had to look at it, would be San Fran plus 10.5. I mean, I feel like they could definitely stay in with that, but it's just coming down to Jimmy G, man. That's just
Jimmy G's really good. So, coach, Jimmy G is like, he's not elite, but he's better than middle of the road. Have you seen the stat of him against, I guess, an underdog? Have you seen that?
Yeah, I know you told me about it. I don't know if I'm like undefeated with my prop bets with him, and I know it's at 232 right now, 222. I'd like the under for that for Jimmy G.
Well, I'm not saying bet the total. I'm just talking about as a game. So let's get into this one here. We got some comments rolling in here. Ronnie, good morning, General and Coach. How you doing? Ronnie ready to win some money. Sergeant ready for the picks. There we go. Pringle, I like that a lot. Plus 180 anytime touchdown. I think Pringle could find the end zone there. And then I have Casey over for my best bet. I think that's a good bet too. You don't want to be, like I said, it's high. And if you're afraid if it's high, don't bet the under. Just stay away from it. But again, if these two teams get going, it's going over 100%. Tyler Boyd plus 185 anytime touchdown. Tawonka's going with there too. Tawonka's dialed in right now.
Yeah, I mean, Boyd was another one that I like because if they're going to bracket and, like I said, have that single high safety on Jamar Chase, I look for Boyd to get involved. That's why I like him as an anytime touchdown score as well. So Willy Wonka's definitely right with that one.
Yeah, Jimmy W, he just needs to make the game about him and he'll be fine. So let's get into talking about this game a little bit here. 49ers versus Rams. Rams are favored at 3.5. With 3.5, actually, if you look where the money's going, most of it's going on San Francisco right now. And the bottom line in this football game, we know what the 49ers have to do. They have to run the football, and they have to get pressure on Matthew Stafford. Jimmy G is actually not bad, though. I want to read this stat to you guys. So Jimmy G moved to 15-4 against the spread and 14-5 outright as an underdog in his career. That's the best mark for an NFL quarterback in NFL history. NFL history, coach. He's not elite, but he's not terrible. All he has to do is hand the ball off and limit his mistakes. Now, last week he was dying to throw the game-winning pick six, as we saw multiple times with his passes out to the flat. But I think he's going to be okay as long as they can get him going.
Yeah, and this is why the Rams spent a bunch of money on Von Miller and Aaron Donald. So
Trent Williams going to neutralize him. Williams going to neutralize Von Miller. 100%.
Defense will step up. I like the under 46. Jimmy G ain't going to throw for anything. There's only one person on that 49ers team that's going to do anything. And he's got the whole Bay Area on his back right now, and that's Deebo Samuel. So, like I say, every single week, stop Deebo Samuel, you'll be fine.
No, because last week what happened? Deebo Samuel didn't do a damn thing last week. He was very gritty though last week. He made a lot of plays like just blocks and like that kind of stuff. This game's going to come down to the offensive and defensive line for the San Francisco 49ers. Now keep in mind, guys, every time Coach Craig tries to embarrass me on here and say, "Oh, this is like, what are you talking about?" He loses. He lost. What for? First was the Cowboys with who'd they play that weekend? Is that the Niners? Niners. It was the Niners.
Yeah, it was
the Niners. And then we both went against the Niners. We both took Packers last week. That should have hit. It didn't because the Niners. There was another bet where you like, oh, the Bengals last while. The Bengals don't stand a chance. Bengals don't stand a chance against the Titans. I love Titans at 3.5. But Coach, I know the hungry dogs. I know when the dogs show up. Come on now.
Yeah. Whatever, T. It's gonna stop. It's gonna stop on Sunday with the Rams. Come on now.
I don't think the Rams are good though.
Stafford. It's gonna be like, man, what would Matthew Stafford be if he wasn't at Detroit right now? Like, he's going to get this monkey off his back. He's going to look great. He's going to be thrown for over 280 yards. Matthew Stafford, have a day. 3+ touchdowns. Cooper Kupp to have 2+. Let's have a day.
All right, Coach is don't take those bets. Those are wrong. Going huge on Baylor -3. Shandu, you're right on track with Coach Craig. Coach Craig's favorite bet, Baylor -2 to -3.5, wherever you can find it. I also like the over in the LSU game. I think that should be a good bet for us. What's the best college basketball? So Ronnie, that would be mine is the over in the LSU game. Coach likes Baylor spread. Tawanka, I low-key like the Jimmy G over 2.5 rushing attempts at +105. Man, yeah, at +105. I think the price is good, but I wouldn't touch that. What do you think, Coach?
I mean, if you got some extra cash that you're fine with just throwing out the window, and you're like, yeah, whatever, I lost.
Maybe, yeah.
Something fun, but I would definitely sprinkle just a little bit if I'm doing that. It's not like a bet that I like this bet a lot. I'm going to put it on it.
Yeah, I would bet on like the kickers and stuff, probably more so. But I mean, I guess the thought process there is if they get pressure on him, he's going to have to scramble. But at the same time, too, Trent Williams is going to shut down the whole defensive line for the Rams. Now, the Rams are not great against the pass. They're not a great defense. The Rams are very one-dimensional with Matthew Stafford. If Matthew Stafford doesn't deliver, Coach, they don't win. So that's the bottom line. That's what I'm afraid about when I'm taking the Rams.
I know. I mean, I am in with the Rams right now. I do like Matthew Stafford and how he's playing, but can he just not turn the ball over, right? Can he have a nice Sunday without, just getting the ball released, Cooper Kupp, get those guys involved? Can we just don't turn the ball over? Don't give the 49ers any good field position. That's the thing that we got to look out for. And that's what took the Packers out of the game, because of their special teams and field position.
Yeah. So KL 90 over 2.5 Mahomes passing touchdowns over 35.5 Uzoma. I can't say. I don't know. How do I say it, Coach?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. But
Uzoma total receiving yards under 52.5.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you with that. But I do love the tight ends. I do like him to have a day. I like him to have over 40 yards receiving for that game for the Bengals.
So the under here of 52.5 really scares me, because based on what happened in Vegas, now KL90, go with what you want, obviously, but what happened in Vegas, the line opened at 52.5, or it opened at 50. It opened low 50s. A lot of people hammered the over. That's why they pushed it up to 55. And now people are still going with the over. It's kind of settling though at 55, 54, 55. So under 52 is really scary to me, because I think these two offenses can get going. I mean, there were 65 points scored the last time they played. But again, I don't know if it's going to have that same trajectory on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as a fan, I want to be seeing a lot of these two potent offense getting after it. And looking at the numbers too, I got to go over. Exactly what you just said. They scored over 60 points in their first matchup. Look for these both offenses to have a day.
Yeah, and even last week too, we saw if you were on the live stream, you saw I'm like, should I cash out? Should I cash out? Should I cash out with the total? And then there were 20 points scored in the last 2 minutes of the game, and the bet goes over with ease, and then it would have went over 60 something. So it was just it was a interesting time, and it's it showed how explosive these offenses are. I will not touch the under when it comes to these two teams. Never.
Well, T, exactly what you just said, right? We said on the live stream, we said before, both these two teams, if I had to pick two teams in the NFL right now to score under a minute, it's these two teams. If it is getting a little bit slow in the first quarter, be patient. These teams will put up some points.
So Ronnie has Chiefs covering by 9, adjusted spread. I think it's a little risky, but if the Chiefs come out and win the game, they're going to win the game. Like I think it's either going to be a Chiefs blowout or it's going to come down to the wire. I mean, the Bengals aren't going to blow them off the field. I think winning margin could be good like that. Chiefs, I think Bengals, if you want to take a risk here, here's even a better way to take a risk. Instead of just going Bengals money line, you could take them Bengals winning margin, 3-6. If you think they're going to win by a field goal or something, and then that's going to boost your odds up as well. If you think Bengals are going to win. I don't think Bengals will win straight up. I think it comes to an end on Sunday, but I do like them to be within a touchdown. Now, Coach, who do you like? What props do you like in the Rams game?
I'm in on Matthew Stafford over 280 passing yards.
Okay. That's it? That's what you're going with?
Yeah.
So this game is so hard for money line for me. I love both teams. Yeah, I mean, I love the Niners. I'm high on the Niners this weekend. I'm not a big Rams guy. I'm not a big Stafford guy. How can you not root for Stafford? But at the same time, too, I don't think he's as good as everyone thinks he is. I think when he gets pressure in his face and the adversity hits him, they're going to have trouble. I mean, you look at last week, this Rams team, and you look at week 18 when they played the Niners, they just blew up. They blew up. The Buccaneers realistically should have won that game last week.
Yeah, no, they should have. They definitely blew a huge lead, but that's what we talked about with Tom Brady. You can't bet against him, right? That's why we put our live bets in when we did.
Yeah, and luckily I got him at plus 11, and it was easy money there. Michael Campbell, Baylor -3, Duke -6, Miami -3, B Parlay Army for life. Love it. We're all high on those as well. Was talking about Chiefs Bengals. My bad. Chiefs Bengals. Yeah, I mean, how can you not love the Chiefs Bengals matchup? And I think the reason, like we were talking about before, everyone wants the Chiefs to lose because they hate Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend and the brother or wife. I say girlfriend, wife.
Yeah, honestly, that's where I'm at. I love Patrick Mahomes, but man, that the family is just too much. Too much, and I feel bad for him a lot. But I don't know. I feel like this game's gonna come down to I think the Bengals. I think they do lose the AFC Championship, but something that we look on ESPN, we're like, wow, this was a great game. This is something we're gonna be seeing years to come with Joe Burrow and this Chiefs offense.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah,
I didn't know they were dating since high school. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's right after math class in the lunchroom. He's having a blast.
They're gonna the memes are gonna be crazy. If he does lose, the memes are gonna be absolutely nuts.
Well, you know what it's gonna be, T. It's gonna be Joe Burrow, and then it's gonna be Patrick Mahomes is like a little baby, just like with Tom Brady back in the day.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's not gonna be good. There and the Joe Burrow picture is obviously gonna be the one with him with the glasses on, and he'll be rocking the glasses in the post game presser. I want the Bengals to win so bad. I might just sprinkle a little Bengals money line just because I'm high on them. Yeah, sprinkle. That's the coach's turn. We should get that on a t-shirt. Sprinkle it.
Just a little sprinkle.
Yeah, Rams win by 7 there. Michael Campbell, Rams going by 7. Coach is happy with that. LA Rams are going to win. It's the whole offensive team versus offense. See, Tawanka, I don't know. I'm not too confident on that. I think the Niners can go in and do what they've done all year, run the football effectively. They run the ball, and they want to hurt you when they run the ball. That's why I love watching them play. There's two things. Every media analyst in the world is saying it. Pressure Matt Stafford, run the ball. Do those two things, they are going to cover the spread. If they don't, it's going to be a blowout in favor of the Oh, it's Tawanka's already talking Super Bowl. Tawanka, we're not talking about that right now. Come on now. Rams win Super Bowl. Book it for Aaron Donald and Matt Stafford. Michael Campbell. Agree. Rams by 7. The nation is high on Rams. The B Parlay Army nation is high on the Rams. The leader of the B Parlay Army is going against the Rams, though, Coach.
Hey, that's okay, T. You can do that. I'll go in with the B Parlay Army right now. I'm going Rams -3.5. Let's go Rams going back to SoFi for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I will say this, though. These spreads are scary to me. Not scary, but these spreads are very intriguing. The Chiefs game was 7. That could be either really good or really bad. The Rams and the 49ers, that could be a tight game, or the Rams blow them off the field. It's interesting. The spreads in this game are just like last weekend. Obviously, the dogs look good, but I felt more comfortable with the spreads last weekend. If that makes sense.
Yeah, if I had to look at any of these games, I'm big on Rams -3.5. I like that one a lot.
Here's a great question from Eruptive. Coach, since you're high on home field advantage, you think that'll play a part for the Rams since SoFi going to be mostly Niner fans? SoFi will be mostly Niner fans. There will be no home field advantage for the Rams in that football game, Coach. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, For the Super Bowl, I don't really care. I mean, now they're coming out with something where every single fan in there is going to be having to wear a
N95
N95 mask. But
right now, Coach, this weekend, what do you think? This weekend?
I don't know. I don't think. See, I think it's be more of a difference at Arrowhead than it is at SoFi. To be honest, like
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be a big difference at all for either of those teams.
No, the Niners will have the same. The Niners Rams game is basically a neutral site. That's why I say it's going to be 50-50.
Yeah.
Both sides. I mean, as we saw in week 18, the Niner fans traveled well. But Arrowhead's different. Like I was listening to Taylor Lewan talk about Arrowhead Stadium yesterday, and he's like, it's just different. Like you can barely hear. So that's going to be hard for the Bengals. But again, I'm sure they've worked on it all week. I'm sure they worked on their pass protection. I know they're going to throw the ball down the field. That's all they're going to do. Tyrann Mathieu also, I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know if we checked the injury report. Did you hear anything about him?
No, I didn't hear anything about him.
He was concussed last week, I believe, by Josh Allen. I
knew about that. He was out of the game for that, but I
just don't know he's playing this week.
I thought he was cleared and everything was fine.
He probably is. But again, that's probably going to play a role too. Look, maybe they come downfield with Joe Mixon at him. Who knows? I don't think Joe Mixon does anything. I would fade all his props. But again, I think it's going to be a great weekend of football, Coach. So final thoughts for me. Give it right now. What do you got?
Well, like I said, I think it's going to be a great game. I love the over 54.5 for the Bengals Chiefs. I like Bengals +7. If we're talking home field, I think that does play a factor in the Chiefs' favor. But all week I was looking at clips with the Bengals. They were practicing and they were blasting sound at their stadium. I really don't think it's going to play a factor for the Rams game. I do like the Rams at -3.5. Look for Cam Akers to get involved. I think Cooper Kupp and Odell will have a nice day. And I love the receiving props for our tight end to get over 40 yards receiving. And people to find the end zone in that Chiefs game, Kelsey, Tyreek Hill. Okay, I like those two. And Jamar Chase. So I'm excited for Sunday. Can't wait for the games. I like the under of 46 for that 49ers-Rams game. I know you like Jimmy G, but I think the road stops for them. Look for Rams and Chiefs Super Bowl.
All right, so Tawanka going with LA Rams runs the ball. I disagree with that right away. They will not run the ball at all. Cam Akers was almost cost them the game last week. Get pressure off of Matty. I think they're going to put Tawanka. I disagree with this right away. I think they're going to put pressure on Matty immediately. I think this is his game to lose, and Sean McVay is going to go out and let him win the game. What do you think, Coach? They're not going to try to run the football.
I'm agreeing with Willy Wonka. I think Cam Akers, right? They've been in that film room with the run backs all week. He's not going to fumble. He's not going to fumble the ball one time. He's going to get in the end zone 1 or 2 times this week. He's going to have a day. Look for OBJ to get involved. I'm with Willy Wonka on this one.
See, I think if they come out and try to run the football, they have no chance because the 49ers are good. Like the 49ers are good in the trenches. I think they got to throw the ball and hope that Nick Bosa doesn't get to him. So this is going to be an interesting game. OBJ gets involved. LA running back Cam Akers is a monster that fumbles the football. He runs angry when he fumbles the football, and he'll put 2 defensive players down when he fumbles the football. Chandu Chandra coming in here. I bet $10 on Niners or Cincy at plus 12,500, but didn't think it had a chance to cash. Well, it still has a chance to cash. There you go. Good teams win, great teams cover. Should I get the shirt, Coach?
Yeah, you got to show them that. And you got to show the other people that are coming in right now with that sweatshirt. I love that sweatshirt.
Good teams win. Good teams win. Great teams cover. Get your merch. Beatparlay.com/merch. Bettingsuperstore.com. Get that, guys, while it's still around. Good teams win. Great teams cover. Love it. Eruptive. Hit a 5-teamer yesterday. Air Force +7. Lehigh game under 141. Penn +4. Boston BU +2. And then Stony Brook +2. Good. Love that. Rashad White's high on the 49ers. Good. 49ers. Let's go. They got the only way Matty stay out of trouble. I think they got to put the game on Matty's back. I think if they put the game on Matty's back, good things are going to happen for him as long as he's not pressured. But we will see there. If they run the ball, I'll be shocked. If they come out and try to run the football, I'll be absolutely shocked. 49ers like the Giants Super Bowl team that was 7-9.
I know.
So they kind of are. Team of destiny.
No, they legit are. That is legit the Giants back in the day. Exactly.
Yeah. In no way should they be here right now, but they're here. Like that's what I'm with. Yep. It's kind of low key. Same with the Bengals, honestly. Like, should they be here right now? Are they the best team in the AFC? I don't think so. Are they one of the best teams? But they're here.
The Bengals?
So, yeah.
I think they're very legit, and for them being such a young team and seeing them here right now, like, wow. Like I can't. What are they going to be 3-5 years down the road right now? Yeah,
100%. I just think right now, I mean, the Chiefs are obviously better right now. I think I think there were teams that are better than them. I think there's teams that are a lot better than the Niners, but like that's a perfect example. The Giants team that was 7-9. Niners, I am going there. Quote of the day: weather sunny or gray, we gonna ball and parlay? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go win some money, Michael Campbell. And that eruptive hella people in the chat day. Yeah, it was a great show, guys. Appreciate it. Whenever the coach comes on, the views go through the roof. I don't know what that is.
Hey, I love that. Can't wait for it. And T, we got to talk to them about college basketball too for a little live stream guy.
Oh yeah. Well, so big stuff coming for March Madness, guys. When we get there, still got a month. Got to get through the Super Bowl, but we'll be doing a lot of live streaming, a lot of content for March Madness, breaking down the bracket and stuff when that comes out. Very excited about that, guys. Beat Parlay going to the freaking moon, so it's a good time for us right now. Any first half bets tomorrow? I would probably take I would take Chiefs to win the first half, and I would take Rams to win the first half.
Yeah, I would take Rams 49ers under of the first half, and I would take the Bengals plus money, probably. And Rams money line.
There you go. Akers under 61.5. I like that. I don't think they come out and run the ball with Akers. I think they throw it.
Well, and that to go off that one, you know how I am. I don't like to do just the running. I like running and receiving. So if you can do that with Akers, and if it's running and receiving, if it's at maybe 78, 84, I'd probably take the over.
Okay, coach going with the over on that with the rushing and the receiving. No wings Sunday pizza vibes. No wings created wins last week. I had some good wings last night. Yeah, the wings were winning. People love the wings. I think that was probably the most commented thing the whole night when we did that. So very excited about this, guys. Thanks for everything, Coach. Sign off. Appreciate you coming on. Any final thoughts? I know I asked you that before, but we had a lot more comments since
Well, I know we got some more people coming into my college basketball bet today's Baylor. I got them at -2 yesterday, but I think it bumped to -3.5. I still like that at 3.5. So that's my lock right now. With that, I do like Xavier -1 and Duke -6, but I'm going to go with just Baylor -3.5 for my college pick, and can't wait for the games tomorrow, man. It should be good.
There you go. Should be a fun time, guys. Hope everyone has a great day. We're starting it off. He likes Baylor. I like LSU, TCU over 125. That's what we're going with at noon. So a lot of great games at noon. Check them out, guys. Beat Parlay Army. Sign off. Hope everyone has a good one.